The crowd thinks Celsius is a one-hit wonder that peaked on TikTok and is about to get completely replaced by the next flashy beverage trend, but they are completely missing this structural shift. Celsius Holdings. They're no longer just a single product. It's a three-headed, multi-brand powerhouse that controls roughly 21% of the entire US energy drink market. Literally, one out of every five energy drinks sold in America is now a Celsius portfolio product. To understand why I see a realistic path to a $100 price target, we first have to break down the distinct brands, the change in demographics, and the massive distribution network backing them up. Because without this qualitative foundation, you can't have confidence in the final numbers that get us to $100. Starting off with where it all started, the Celsius brand initially started off as a single brand, very niche product specific to the fitness industry. Now, the core Celsius product is still focused on the fitness industry, but they're also focused on the professional setting. So, think of your corporate office setting and as well as your everyday active lifestyle crowd. Now, of the three products within Celsius Holdings, the Celsius core brand, from a demographic standpoint, is pretty split evenly between male and female. And the strategy that the Celsius core brand has is they're focused on dominating through everyday lifestyle, through fitness influencers, through gym partnerships, as well as having integrations into collegiate sports. The focus is having it become a standard daily ritual drink in the consumer's life. Moving on to Alani Nu. This one joined the Celsius Holdings portfolio in 2025. Now, this really opened them to the female market. As you can see, Alani Nu is dominated by the female demographic, with 70% being women between the ages of 18 to 44. Alani's strategy has been focused on modern consumer behavior. They've leveraged creating limited time offerings and seasonal flavors such as Witch's Brew to build almost a streetwear like hype cycle that drives massive consumer velocity. If you were to explore on social media and look at people talking about Alani Nu, it's very common to see someone talk about how they drove an hour plus just to find the store that had one of the LTOs and be able to stock up on it. Alani Nu has mastered the LTO strategy, and the Celsius core brand is actually trying to adopt the LTO strategy to ignite their growth as well. Now, hop into the third brand within the Celsius Holdings portfolio, Rockstar. This is almost the flip side from Alani, where Rockstar is heavily focused on the male segment. They're also focused more on that core traditional energy drink sector that is focused on extreme sports, festival and concert experiences, as well as gaming enthusiasts. So the strategy for Rockstar is that they focus on sponsoring extreme sports, festivals, and gaming culture. And why is Rockstar good for Celsius Holdings overall? It gives them that exposure into that core traditional sector. It also allows them, if they can stabilize this brand and reignite their growth, it allows them to eat into Monster and Red Bull's market share in that core traditional original energy drink sector. And by now having three diverse brands within their entire portfolio, you can see the overall market share is steadily climbing for Celsius Holdings as they continue to get closer and closer to the two top dogs in the industry, Monster and Red Bull. Looking at the brand's recent growth, you can see Celsius recently grew at a 6% clip and they hold just under 10% market share. Looking at Alani Nu, now this is their hyper growth brand right now, growing at triple digits. Currently, Alani is up to about 9% market share. I wouldn't be surprised if Alani actually passes core Celsius in the future, especially with the growth rates that they've been consistently showing and how great the LTO strategy has been for them. Now, looking at Rockstar, Rockstar declined 13% and they're down at about 2% market share. So for Rockstar, Celsius is looking to stabilize that brand, minimize any shelf space that it might lose during that stabilization period, and then start to reignite and bring back Rockstar. So as you can see, these three brands allow them to attack very diverse customer demographics without risking cannibalizing each other. All three of these target very different customer groups, that allows them to cover the full energy drink industry as a whole. This ensures that when the customer's walking down the aisle at the gas station or grocery store, whatever they're looking for in an energy drink, they're more likely to now go to one of the Celsius Holdings brands than they were before when they only had a single brand in their entire portfolio. Now let's look at the energy drink sector as a whole and see what the industry future looks like. So as we can see, the energy drink market has incredible projected growth over the next decade. Research is predicting that the annual growth rate should average a little over 8% into the mid 2030s, which is crazy to think about as an industry that is focused on a physical consumer consumption product. Now, currently, North America is dominating the energy drink sales, making up about 37%. Now, as a little sneak preview to a future video where we'll talk about the future opportunities, specifically the international markets for Celsius, as they're just starting to grow into those, the research is showing that in the next decade, North America is not projected to be the leader in global energy drink consumption. It's actually projected to be a different continent, which shows that Celsius growth into the international markets will be key to their future market share gains and untapped opportunities. And here we can see currently that core traditional energy drink segment makes up almost the whole energy drink industry at over 92%. So this sector is really dominated by Monster and Red Bull currently, but a call out is traditional energy drinks are losing ground to those functional energy drinks. The Celsius portfolio, they capture about 45% of the total zero sugar energy categories growth in the US. So as that new functional energy drink sector continues to eat at the overall energy drink market, the Celsius portfolio should continue to grow market share. Two quick callouts. When talking to gamers, 80% of them say they consume food or drinks regular while they're playing. And then when looking at students, 43% say they consume some sort of energy drink during either study sessions or before exams. So these are two huge markets for consistent consumption of energy drinks that Celsius Holdings continues to address. Now, if we look at specific demographic growth, so Celsius lives in that fitness demographic, and currently we're seeing about an 18% CAGR, so largely outpacing that 8% energy drink industry as a whole growth. And the reason it's going at a faster clip is people are continuing to try to switch into that kind of better for you alternatives, such as those zero sugar energy drinks. Now, looking at the female demographic, which is where Alani's dominated, they are growing way faster than the industry average, posting triple digit sales gains. So the female demographic for the energy drink industry was once an underserved demographic. I mean, if you go back a couple decades, it was almost a non-existent demographic for the energy drink space. But now they're the primary drivers of growth in that better for you energy category. And this is largely dominated right now by Alani and Bloom. And then going into that traditional core energy drink sector that's dominating over 92% of the energy drink space. This is dominated by Red Bull, Monster, and Rockstar also plays in this space. And this is more in line with those projections that we showed for the global energy drink space, falling between 7.5 to 8%. And these really rely on people that have mass adopted these products and just consistently out of habit are used to purchasing and consuming these products. Think of all the manual labor jobs out there, such as landscapers, construction sites. All these are largely prevalent on those sites. Now, the distribution strategy that Celsius has. So last year, Celsius and Pepsi increased their partnership. Now Pepsi has an 11% stake in Celsius. So that means that the distribution company for Celsius has a huge stake in the success of Celsius Holdings and the three brands within it. So they are largely incentivized to make sure that Celsius is getting into as many retailers as possible, getting as good of shelf space as possible to make sure that the brand is top of mind for the customer when they're walking down that aisle and looking for what energy drink they want. So having Pepsi distribution allows the three brands within Celsius Holdings to command more shelf space because Pepsi has those key relationships with many retailers out there they're able to help command better shelf space and shelf space expansion. Currently, management is expecting Celsius to gain 17% of additional shelf space, and Alani Nu is supposed to gain triple digits for shelf space. And Rockstar, they're expected to maintain their space, which is critical because as we saw, Rockstar is actually dropping right now in current growth. So right now, as they're going through stabilization, if they're able to maintain that shelf space, that'll be critical because generally when you're dropping in sales, that is a time when you're going to start losing key shelf space, which is then way harder to gain back. So overall, why is the Pepsi distribution so critical to the future success of Celsius? So as we mentioned at the start of the video, one of the bearish sentiments is that, anyone out there can create the new next best energy drink company, and any of these companies could be the thing of yesterday in the very near future. But having Pepsi distribution allows them to get into hundreds of thousands of different retailers. A startup company, they can make the best delicious drink that might catch on, but they can't buy immediate placement in 200,000 plus gas station coolers, grocery endpoints, and end cap displays. Celsius rides the most optimized supply chain on earth with this Pepsi partnership. So brand power, it means nothing if you can't get it on the shelf. And shelf space, it means nothing if you don't have the distinct brands to capture every demographic that walks down the aisle. Celsius Holdings has unlocked both, but a multi brand strategy this aggressive, it doesn't just run itself. It requires elite level capital allocation and flawless operational execution. In the next video, we're putting the management team under the microscope to see exactly who is driving this machine, what their past track records are, and why their personal net worths are perfectly aligned with us seeing a $100 stock price. That's all we got for this video. If you liked it and it helped you understand Celsius better, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Stay tuned for the future videos as we dive deeper into Celsius and why they deserve a $100 future price. Until then, I appreciate you watching. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.